I had to pop on, folks. I had to pop on and get me piece about this appointment. Neil Lennon has got himself a new job. He's going to be managing the current Cyprian champions, Omonia, Nicosia. Now, folks, a lot of you don't really care because it's not directly related to Celtic, but I'm going to have me say on Neil Lennon. I'm going to have me say on what I think of this. Because at the end of the day, there is going to be people that are going to comment below saying, well, he left Celtic in a bad way and his legacy's tarnished and all this shit. All this shit. But yeah, they were screaming, we are Neil Lennon. There's only one Neil Lennon when he was winning trophies. So let's have a talk about it. He's going to be managing a club in the Cyprian League, 12 teams in the league. He's going to be taking over for the last 5 games and then obviously have a proper whip at it next season. Cyprian champions, he's obviously going to be playing against their arch rivals, APL, Nicosia, but yet they share the same stadium. 13 months is long out of a game of football. Some managers literally they just jump back in within 2 months or sometimes within a week. This man won 5 titles as a player, 5 titles as a manager of Celtic. As a manager, he won numerous Scottish Cups as a manager. He helped us beat Barcelona, helped us get it into the Champions League on 2 successful years in a row. Beating Spartak Moscow away, which was an iconic result, the 3-2 game, and then at home. Some of the players he brought in and the football we played. And let's not forget about this jersey. When we beat Kilmarnock for the league title in 2012. And he was the last ever manager to manage, Celtic manager to manage in an all-firm derby as well. So look at people might live in last season's hurt, and I'm one of them that still feel the pain of last season. But let's forget about it. Let's move on. Move on. That's what happens in football. You get complacent. You don't turn up, and you get beaten. And simple as that. You get on with it. You show your dignity, and you get on with it. And I wish Neil Lennon the very best, regardless where he went, because at the end of the day, it was a horrible ending to his career at Celtic. And you know what? There's no point hating the man because we didn't win the league title. And it was we would have been making history. We already did make history. Going 9 titles. And he won 5 of them. 5 of them. So he does need a tap on the back. Regardless, his actions last season, the way he presented himself in front of the press, the way he threw the players under the bus. Let's forget about it. Because the man needs to move on. And the only way that he'll move on if fans stop being on his back. You know, he was a fantastic captain for Celtic. He was the first ever Celtic player I ever met, was Neil Lennon. And I'll always remember the words he said to me when my uncle brought me to Celtic Park when I was only 16, and he said, you don't have a clue what you're in for tonight. And it was a Champions League night against AC Milan. We drew 0-0, and then the second leg we were unfortunate to get beaten in extra time in the San Siro. Lenny sold Celtic to me. You know, sold it to me there and then before I even done the stadium tour. I didn't have a clue what I was in for, and it's all history. But Neil Lennon, I wish him the very best. I think whoever lives in the past with this, like seriously, get a fucking grip. Move on. Yes, move on. Because he came in, sailed the ship when we done the treble, when Brendan left. He done the quad treble. Yes, it didn't feel like a proper quad treble because the fans weren't there, and then the Scottish Cup was obviously played the following season and it was the only highlight of last season. But yes, he's a part of folklore, he's part of history. As regardless his tactics weren't great, he's presenting himself to the media wasn't great at times, but that man put up a lot of shit at Celtic. Bomb threats, you know, parcel bombs being delivered, assaulted by fans, like not Celtic fans, Hearts fans. Some of the stuff was absolutely disgusting. I don't know how he held it together, but I wish him the very best. And as I said, let us know what you think about the whole Neil Lennon Omonia appointment. Just let us know. Hell.